man.
You just gonna stand there?
Can't go to work with a broken hammer.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
Drink. Or two, actually.
Ready to put fire to steel.
Wooing an Oseram
You
woman
could
with
always
a
get a new
poem
one, you
sounds
know?
like a great
You
idea.
can't just replace a lucky hammer.
But hear me out. Must be someone.
You're mistaking me for someone who cares.
I don't know why my head's buzzing.
So you got a lucky hammer.
Someone's in a
Huh?
rush.
Think that hair
I'll
was
have
good on
you
me.
know, this here hammer got a scrapper off my back. First you gotta promise your love.
Hair smoke. Woman who gave birth. Next round on me! Corbin and the others are doing better than I am.
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. Won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Olvin probably threatened to cut off our pay.
How about you slow down and take me through? You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah. Corvin and the others were opening a new as soon as their blast hit. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvind and the others might not be as lucky if it happened.
Hit the nail right on the head.
How come Olvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the...
Try telling Olvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
Who's Corvind?
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvin... his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvin who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Olvin's wrath than die buried in rubble.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate...
What?
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errand vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, Wadis. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.
Put up with all that Karja talk.
Aloy. Shane come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big butt realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky...
So the bristle... Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one right. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them. That put a dent in Olvin's... Now, if only there were some...
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Carja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Carja for anything.
Damn Carja slavers.
What else can you tell me about the
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped out blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting...
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you, should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law-breaking.
Who is this Talland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-up. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a chain. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of...
So Talland works for Ulvin?
Ha! Ulvin might think so. But Talland scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
So about Ulvin.
Around here, everything's about Ulvin.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Carja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvin?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Carja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Carja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvund has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Oseram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an Elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the—
Much appreciated.
Hey,
Trust that
Red.
Tolland has a shop here in
Fancy you gave
Chainscrape.
her strike.
I could have a word with him first.
Think she left any salvage out there?
My cup is empty.
No, the salvage.
It's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Karja.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A Stormbird. Nailed it myself with the harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself. It clipped its wing. And it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Karja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starved before I have to lift a finger.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to Karja lovers. On your blasted way. Away with you. Got no time for Karja sympathizers.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now. Yeah, got work to do. How goes it,
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon! Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off! Oh, just stop talking.
Where were we? So, you...
Actually,
But you're just nuts! I am with a customer!
I'm not a customer.
I got it! Triple the powder, it'll blow... Boom! One shot kill, Garen.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red!
How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced...
Explosive, done in one, machine wrecking, yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower.
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west and...
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be...
So she's
my apprentice, and there was an incident
involving boom!
And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh. Tell me more about...
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some cars. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a... Effective? Yes, but coming out here and I am on the brink of...
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better. Namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That... could... I need the parts to make the first... Well, for starters, I'll need...
Charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before, otherwise they break. But the real innovation, and keep it to yourself, is a Fanghorn Rid.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal. Time to get down. I could get around faster if I find a charger to override. If I find where these machines are made, I might learn how to override them. Okay, better. Should have enough charger horns for Della and Boomer now. Just need a rib from that fang horn they were talking about. Boomer said that fang horn should be nearby. I've learned to override machines and cauldrons before. I wonder if there are any out here. There's the fang horn. Gonna have to take it down to get its rib. What, me? Just need a rib from that fang horn they were talking about. Boomer said that fang horn should be nearby. There's the fang horn. Gonna have to take it down to get its rib. just need a rib from that fanghorn they were talking about. Frost ammo would work. Should be able to harvest its rib now. Got everything I need for Della and Boomer. Now, to see about that weapon of theirs.
I know that look. You've got all the parts, haven't you?
Here you go.
Outstanding! I only need a few minutes to finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks. Hi.
So did you blow up any machines to get the parts? Or any bandits?
You really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Is it safe?
Probably.
Can I have one?
No!
Aw.
'Cause we're gonna make you something even better.
Ba-boom!
Claude said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry. I should see if there's anything in the back of the valley. Dead bristleback, out of falls. Gotta check it out. Looks like it died on impact. Maybe it charged off the cliff up there. I better keep following the trail up.
Them shadow cards are taking a
Those people are under attack.
Hey! You up there! Aren't you gonna help? Clever one.
Not my job. I'm just here to keep an eye on things. Not looking good, folks. That's it!
Safety! I'll handle the rest!
Go, Lakasha! I'll help the Nora!
All right, Nora! Let's see what you can do! Always wanted to see the savior of Meridian in action!
them. Better check on the refugees. Well, we'll have to worry about running out. I should dismount.
Easy now.
Is it bad, Lokasha?
Shh, now.
Is everyone okay?
Bruised, but not buried.
Are you sure about that?
We're no strangers to hardship, Nora. We've crossed half the Sundom with no more than the clothes on our backs. And as soon as our Sun Priest returns, our path will be clear. For now, we wait.
Well, you're better off waiting somewhere else. Your people need shelter. There's a town east of...
Chainscrape. Yes. We know of it.
Who?
Our Sun Priest.
Okay, and where is this Savo?
He went up to the tower to meditate 3 days ago, and he won't come down until the sun shows the fallen storm bird is an omen, he said. And of course, it must be.
I see. And how long?
Until he returns. He will return. He must.
Your shadow...
We are the Order of
The difference being...
When the usurper Avad killed his father, we fled with the Karja in shadow to Sunfall. Our lives there were difficult. Savohar saw our misery, lifted us up, protected us from the corrupt priests. When their rule ended, Savohar led us from the Shadowlands. The long night ends, and the setting sun will lead us to salvation, he said. And so he named us the Order of Twilight.
Why didn't you go back to Meridian?
Avad is a patricide. We must walk in Twilight.
Uh-huh. There's an Oseram in Chainscrape.
Yes. He was here just yesterday. He made all manner of...
That's all well and good, but sooner or later...
Savohar will come through.
You're out of time, Laka.
We won't leave...
Well, they're going to... Your priest,
His meditation...
So he does this often?
Well, but he will...
Sure. Look at yourself. And Oseram thugs are watching you. You're in danger here.
Our situation... I know we cannot stay here.
Let me up there.
But his meditation... If he had...
At least let me check on him.
Yes. Please. Be careful. Savohar is strong, but it could not...
It rarely...
Let the Nora pass.
Part of the ladder. Akasha was right. The trail's in bad shape. Thinking it would work well on her. I think I can reach those beams if I jump against the cliff. Okay, now how to climb higher. Damn. I gotta get back up there. Broken bridge. I might be able to make the jump to the other side. That's a lot of blood. Savohars? He must have hurt himself pretty bad getting over the bridge. It's not looking good. It looks like he left a trail. I can There's the Stormbird. Getting closer. Machines. Sabahar must have snuck past them. I could probably slip past them. Or take them out. all of them. I'll need these later, for sure. There's Sabohar. In pretty bad shape.
The true sun above me. The true sun before me and above me.
You must be Sabohar.
The true sun before me. Show me the way this eventide. No. No.
You don't need a vision. On the way up,
My pain.
You're hurt, staring at the
You don't... I just need to see the twilight.
Listen. Angry Oseram.
The last rays.
I don't think so. What do you think, Scott? If you sit long enough... Or some... Look, I think you punctured
the sun.
I'd be more concerned. Your people... Purity. I think you've been staring. Gotta get over to that Stormbird. Grab its heart. Stormbird heart is valuable. Enough to feed all the refugees waiting below. And his answer is sunstroke and a prayer? Why does every priest I meet think blind faith is the answer to everything? Make an interesting color for my armor. Hold on to this for later. The Osram that was watching the refugees probably went to get Tolland. I gotta get them out of here before he comes back. There. The Order should be able to afford shelter with this heart. Some food and a change of clothes wouldn't hurt either. Savahar? How you holding up? I need to get back over there. Savahar? I guess you did the best you could. Rest easy now. I'll make sure your people are safe. I should let Lakasha know. And give her the Stormbird heart.
Come on. Don't make this difficult. Get out of the...
I'm a generous gent. So I'll give you one more chance to make it easy on yourselves and clear out.
We won't let you pass, Asaram. If you choose bloodshed, that's on your conscience.
Ain't it just like the Carja to make things harder than they have to be? Okay, boys. You heard her. Get your consciences ready.
Hold on now, Tolland.
You again? Listen, I'm all out of patience here. I clipped that Stormbird's wings. The salvage is mine. I don't care who gets in my way. Nora savages or Shadow Carja fleabags. I'm taking it.
Well, from what I hear, the law says that whoever gets the salvage first keeps it. Which in this case is me. Am I right?
You took the heart? I shot that Stormbird! Me!
Am I right?
She's right, boss. Blasted Luff, shut up! Okay. You win. Hey, I'm doing fine. I don't need that salvage anyhow. But these people need all the help they can get. Come on, boys. Back to Chainscrape. I need a drink.
Aloy, again, we thank you.
You're welcome. Now take this heart. Use it to buy food, clothes, shelter for your people. Maybe even land to build a new home.
This is... Savahar must make these decisions.
No, I'm sorry, Lakasha. Savahar isn't coming back. He's gone. I know it's hard, but your people need a leader now. Go to Chainscrape. Talk to the Forge woman there, Petra. Give her the Stormbird heart. She'll look after you and your people until you can get back on your feet.
I'll do my best, Aloy. Here. Please to Chainscrape, then.
scavengers. Natives said I could find a metal penny in one of their scrap piles. No metal penny. Gotta check another scrap. I think I have everything I need for Mildred. Good thing, too. I can use a decent Sire can make use of this. This must be the mine Arnav told me about. It looks like the miners are in trouble.
Everyone got out, right?
What about the Oseram inside? We're not gonna leave him, right?
That looks like the form.
Hi.
Corvin? Arnav sent me. I'm...
Not now.
Easy. What happened?
Some of my guys are still...
You've done enough. Are you hurt?
I
need to know...
New veins in the mountain.
How many are still Corvin? I'll do what I can. Gotta find those two miners. Quick.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
That'll keep me awake. The miners. One of them doesn't look too good. Are you okay?
Who are you?
Corvin sent me. Are you hurt?
My leg. I was a little too close to the blast.
What happened?
We were blasting in the farthest tunnel, but...
I need to find whatever's blocking that drainage shaft and blow it sky high. Hopefully without bringing the mine down on top of me. Almost there. Made it. There's the debris blocking the shaft. If I can reach those explosives up on that track, maybe I can blast through the blockage. Maybe I can stop. I can get data to override machines from Hawkins. Just need to find one. Them. Now to find a way out of this room. I should follow those tracks. See if they lead to the explosives. Let's see where this leads. There's the explosives up on the track. Just need to get across somehow. Might be a good idea to drop that ladder. It looks like I can pull that crane over to me. Refreshing, I guess. trick. Ah! Guess that got its attention. Alright, next idea. Check on the miners. Make sure they're okay.
She's so dead.
We don't know that! You did it.
I thought you blew yourself up.
Are you two okay from here?
I can get this idiot down. Don't you worry. Thanks, kid.
Better let Corvin know his men are all right. I found the two you mentioned. They're safe, but could probably use a hand. Is that everyone?
It is. I dread to think what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
I knew we were blasting too much, but the man who staked the claim here, Ulvund, he kept pushing and pushing me. I tried to shield my crew from his constant demands every damn day. I should have been stronger.
You were there for your crew when they needed you. That counts for something.
Ulvund can threaten me all he wants. I am not letting my people back into those mines.
Will you be all right?
Yes. I can take it from here. You are owed, Huntress.
Ulvund's name keeps coming up.
Thank you, Huntress.
Good. Sooner or later,
I'll see the last two make
someone's
it
gonna
out.
have to deal with him.
Thank you, Huntress. I'll see the last two make it out. Thank you, Huntress. I'll see the last two make it out.
With this machine for now.
He's a bit gruff. He's had a bad time.
He's giving me a bad time. Or did you miss that
not
part?
No, I saw. You're right. I'll have you.
You hear about that traveling Oseram troop? I would have joined them if I could.
The way it smells. Come back when you need more. You get loads of it. No, the smell. Get even more of that here too.
Did you hear who's in charge now? Oh, up in the straight line.
It's really that bad. Me who put him in charge.
No, we all know who did that.
If I find the right cauldron, I'll learn how to override this machine. Still in this fight. If I'm gonna find the parts I need, I should check all the machine carcasses here. Didn't find what I needed. I'll have to go to another machine site. Pack's full, but my stash has room.
Does your old mother hear your prayers out here?
I'll go for you if I have to. Been spotted. Here we go.
You need the rapid light to come in.
When's that gonna be?
No idea. I can follow.
Yeah, do that. About the other day. I know you and him don't get on, but...
just go on foot from here.
Be welcome, Albert. Yeah, look at her go. I know. Alvin must be. We travel far into the unknowns or be taken us. Better than sticking around a bunch of elders.
I meant to ask, how did you do in the fighting pit?
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive an... He was pushy, but...
I'm listening.
When I made his meal... Instead of 2!
Each journey begins. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me...
Wow. Mildef, that was... inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again. Back for that free meal? Go on, peruse my menu.
He's giving me...
Well, you're very welcome to lend it.
Might be a good idea to stock up on some food before I head back out. And see what else Mildef's cooking up.
Remedies for all who need them.
He's in my pack.
Hey, Ray. Come to rep.
I was just passing.
First timer, huh? Well, I got an extra set. A Tanakh original. Sit. I'll give you something special if you win it all my... All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That notes also tell you how far a piece can move, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. Own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my machines. Don't be shy now. Move that piece closer. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against a machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. Your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn, then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those, and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. It's easy. Rotate your machine for me. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your butt. If you overcharge, and by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece, but sometimes overcharge your machine to it. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was not, we both get the good news is, you're gonna receive your victory point, which means you can reach the coveted. That's why sometimes losing a piece. Now, you'll know, but you did destroy. That means that wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try it.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want this. It's a small set to be, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor. Though they'll need, or you might find them in the... No, I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me, always a Now, if you feel like playing a real... I could even teach you a few...
Thanks. I'll think about it.
You know where to find me, Red.
Hey there, flame hair.
Red, welcome back. I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use... This one's got all the different terrain. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting you compare its combat. The higher your machine's so finding the right terrain is an essential... Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on... Add those together, my machine is standing on... It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means... Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't... It can also help defend. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since it's standing on grassland, this means your machine's... My machine can't use their attack powers since they're... But they have the higher... They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat... Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're... Which means my machine gets an extra point. If we compare that, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. Ha, see? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, however, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from. It'll also keep your machine from. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I promise it'll all... Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about... In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. And you can spend up to 10. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strength is the key. When assembling your army, first and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's... Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab your... Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner-type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the... Let's go with this. This is a ram-type machine. Attack an enemy with it, and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash-type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even, but I'm pretty sure you've got more. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, let's do this. My turn. That's it for me. That was brutal. Ah, looks like I lost. This is gonna be fun. Time to make my move. Your move, Red. Okay, let's see. Your turn. Hey, I like that piece where it was. I'm up. Off the board it goes. Knocked right off the board. One less piece on the board. Okay, let's see. Well, that's done now. You're up, Red. Well, that's done now. Time to make my move. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. I'll see you later, Aloy.
That left.
Around it.
Remedies to train.
Thurless old shop and pick up one of these stupid wires.
Easy there, Red.
Well, I hope Bristleback tripped him up. Rude.